Now let us study about manure now. What is this manure? Manure is an inorganic substance obtained from the decomposition of plant or animal waste. So, manure is a organic substances which is obtained from the decomposition of plant or animal waste. Means the animal excreta which is being generated by the animals, they will collect all the excretory products of the animals or plants and they will put it in one small pit. They will put it in some small pit in a open place. Why they are putting it why they are putting it in the pit and at the open place means to allow it for decomposition. What do you mean by decomposition? In the previous class only we have learned what do you mean by decomposition. Decomposition means the small microorganisms which we cannot see through our naked eye will eat up all this animal excreta or plants waste and it will release the nutrients in the form of humus. You would have learnt in the 7th standard also this one. Okay, it will release the nutrients in the form of humus and that animal excreta after decomposition will be very rich in nutrients and they will spray it on the soil and that animal excreta after decomposition which is now called as manure will supplies the nutrients to the plants. This is how manure is being prepared and it is sown on the soil. I just to repeat, manure is an organic substance which is obtained after the decomposition of plant or animal waste. So they will take the animal excretory products, they will put it in a pit, then they will keep it for 2 to 3 days as it is for the process of decomposition takes place. Decomposition means small microorganism will eats away all the animal excreta and plants waste. Then what happens later on? It will release some essential nutrients. The microorganism will release some essential nutrients after eating those animal excreta and plant waste and that nutrients is now called as manure. So that manure is sprayed on the plants for the healthy growth of the plants on that field. This is what manure means. Got it clear? So now let us learn what you mean by fertilizers now. What are the fertilizers means? Fertilizers means it is not as same as manure. Fertilizers are nothing but it is a chemicals which are rich in particular nutrients. See, these are all the chemicals which are prepared by the humans in the factories. Factories, man itself will prepare one chemicals to spray on the plants. You know, some farmers and all will be spraying some chemicals on the plants. What are those? These are all nothing but fertilizers. Manure means it is a good example of manure is cow dung. Okay, you might have seen. I will share you the video at the end of this video. Okay. Coming to the class again. So fertilizers means it is the chemicals which is rich in a particular nutrient and it is prepared by a human and it is prepared in the factories. Okay, so what are these some examples of fertilizers means as they are mentioned here: urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, potash, NPK. Abbreviation of NPK is nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. These are all the some examples of fertilizers and very important is NPK because in the exam they may ask you to expand this word NPK. So what is the expansion of NPK? Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. N stands for nitrogen, P stands for phosphorus, K stands for potassium. See, N, P and K are the chemical formula for nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium respectively. So now let us study more detail about this use of fertilizers. See, the use of fertilizers is more what I can say, it is more useful for the farmers because it is going to give a very higher yield of crops compared to the addition of manures. By adding manures, what happens means plants will grow healthier, but when I add fertilizers instead of a manure, if I add fertilizers to the same soil land, what happens? The growth will be very enormous. It would be giving a very better yield of crops and it will be growing very healthy. So usage of fertilizers is very good, not very good, it's very what I can say, it's very essential compared to the usage of manure. But at the same time, the addition of fertilizers, that is the addition of chemicals, also have some side effects for the plants. More amount of fertilizers, excess amount of fertilizers if I add to the crop, sometimes it may lead to the death of the plants also, because chemicals are chemicals only. More addition of chemicals will causes some damage for the plant growth, and also it will decrease, or it will it will decrease the soil fertility. It will lessen the soil fertility. What do you mean by soil fertility? Fertility means the ability to growing the crops in a particular soil is called as fertility. What do you mean by less soil fertility? Means the soil fertility has been loosened up, means the soil is not able, or it is not capable to grow the crop in from that soil. That is called less soil fertility. Got it clear? So remember guys, excess use of fertilizers is not good for the farmer, because sometimes it will loosens the soil, and it also becomes the source for water pollution. So many disadvantages are there by using up this fertilizers, but using up manure is more better compared to the fertilizers. But fertilizers will give a higher yield, that you remember. Compared to manure, when I add fertilizers, it will give a higher yield, it will give a better yield of crops, but it is not as advantageous compared to the manure. That is also you have to remember. Not only this, addition of manure as well as fertilizers will enhances the soil nutrients. Some technique is also used to enhance the soil nutrients in that is crop rotation. Crop rotation means, for example, if there is one particular field, they themselves divide the field into many particular regions, so that what they will do means, in this particular region they will be growing only one kind of crop, in this particular region they will be growing another particular kind of crop, like this in another region they will be growing another particular kind of crop. Like this, they will divide their land into several areas, and they will grow different varieties of crops in the same field. This is called as crop rotation. By doing this crop rotation, what happens means, the soil nutrients can be enhanced. Got it clear? So now last topic we have is about rhizobium. Rhizobium is a bacteria which is present in the nodules of the roots of leguminous plants. What do you mean by leguminous plants? I will give you an example of leguminous plants now. Leguminous plants means peas, beans, peanuts. These are all the examples of leguminous plants. Okay, when I observe the roots, roots will be having some tiny nodules like this. At the tip of the roots, it will be having a small blobby round color structure called nodules. So in this nodules, a bacteria will be growing. A bacteria name is called rhizobium. Okay, in the nodules of every roots, a bacteria will be growing called rhizobium. What is the role of this bacteria means, the nitrogen gas which is present in the atmosphere, that atmospheric nitrogen, it will takes away, this rhizobium will takes away this atmospheric nitrogen, and it supplies the nitrogen to the roots as well as to the soil. Got it clear? I just to repeat once. If there is a soil like this, under a tip of a soil we have a nodules. In that nodules, a special kind of bacteria grows, especially in the leguminous plants like peas, peanuts, beans. At the tip of the roots, at the nodules of the roots, a special kind of bacteria grows, that is called as leguminous. What that leguminous plants will do means, it will absorb the nitrogen which is present in the atmosphere. That nitrogen present in the atmosphere is called as atmospheric nitrogen. It takes away all the atmospheric nitrogen. It will fix all the atmospheric nitrogen by this bacteria, and it supplies to the roots, and as well as it supplies to the soil. So this is about the rhizobium bacteria. Remember this spelling, rhizobium and leguminous plants.